Hello, Earthlings. It's still March 3rd, 2024, my sister's birthday, and what ends up also being my nephew's son's birthday, who I thought Mav was, his birthday was yesterday, but it's actually today. So, happy birthday to my sister and Maverick. What else? Well, I'm tripping about, I had a hip replacement earlier this month on the right side. I dealt with it for 2 years, and I finally just broke down and said, you know what, I'm going to get this thing done. I found a great doctor, Dr. Jameson in Roseville, Sutter Sierra Surgical Center. Those people are amazing. I was able to go back to work in just 3 weeks, which I realize is a little fast for most people, but I was able to do it, and I'm just, so happy that I wasn't taken out for 6 or 7 weeks. Like, there's a posterior hip replacement where they actually have to cut the muscles in your buttocks, so you're talking, then they have to reattach the muscles, so from a healing standpoint, it's going to take a lot longer. So, and there's a whole bunch more rules too. Whereas with the anterior, they don't cut any muscle, they just go around the nerves and basically replace the ball of the femur, and boom, you don't have the arthritic pain that you had before in your hip. So I'm pretty happy because I've almost weaned myself of the cane. I'm at just after 4 weeks, so anyway. But I did want to mention, if you ever want to get a hip replacement, make sure you get an anterior hip replacement so you can heal faster. It's more advanced and it's less invasive. Now, what I was talking about with birthdays and other things, but what was really on my mind after the surgery is that my weight, which I thought would go down, actually has gone up. So I went from like 196 to like 205, which, I'm 5'5" and a half officially, but that comes out to about 5'3" and a half when they measure it on the thing because I'm older. So, that's like obese. 32 body mass index. So, I'd like to bring it down. I'd be happy with 192 right now. That would be really exciting. So that's doable. 205, 192, so that's 8 and 5, 13 pounds. I'd like to pull that off. But I guess realistically, I probably have to figure on 3 months, not 1. I'm not going to do some crazy crash diet thing. I don't believe in that. But I do have to pretty much cut back on sugar or eliminate sugar completely, which is almost impossible for me because I'm a sugarholic. I should be the spokesperson for Welch's, fruit snacks made with real fruit juice. But what they don't tell you is that it's got corn syrup in it along with sugar. So, I'd be okay with cane sugar, but when you get to corn syrup, then you're really pushing it. So I did call them at the company and said, why don't you get some without the corn syrup and just use cane sugar? And they said, yeah, we'll take that under advisement. But if they don't do it, I'm just going to make my own fruit snacks that don't use things that are bad for you. Maybe there's even a way to make them so that you don't have to use sugar and you don't have to use some crazy bad tasting sugar substitute that causes cancer or something like that. So anyway, I don't know. Sugar's a problem. So got to reduce sugar, more exercise, I guess slightly less portions and more vegetables and less fruit. And obviously reduce the carbs dramatically. Ruffles, potato chips, probably not a good idea. Street taco, flour tacos, probably not a good idea. But, I just got to do it gradually. I think the main thing is just keeping active, eating less, making sure I'm getting good sleep, and that I'm not too stressed. I think the weight went up because of stress. I was worried about my job. I didn't know what was going to happen, how long I was going to be out, all that kind of thing. So that is sort of now past, so I'm feeling relieved. So what else do I have to talk about? Let's see. Anything else going on? It's rained most of the day here in Sacramento. It's just starting to clear up a little bit. It's actually looking really nice. Still really cold out though. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's of use. I'm just going to have to figure out how to lose some weight. So if anybody has any ideas, feel free to comment or message me. I'll take anybody's thoughts on this. And I don't know. I heard that there was some sort of product that used to be made at Rexall, and then they sold it to somebody else, and it's supposedly supposed to do all kinds of great things. I think it's some sort of prebiotic or fiber-rich something that's better than usual. But I don't know if it is. So if you guys know anything about that too, I'd like to know. But I would like to lose weight, so I'm gonna focus in on that. So anyway, I don't have anything else to say, so I'm not going to just go on and on. I got to get gas up here anyway. I get all my gas from Costco because, I don't know, I have a Costco card, so why not use it? It's usually the best price. I just hate the lines, I will say that. Oh wait, there is something I wanted to talk about. So right now I'm on Business 80 in Sacramento, and if you're in the number 3 lane and you go just past the El Camino exit, you're going to get this huge bump under your car. And I've tried to get this fixed now for over 2.5 years. I went to my congressman, I went to the Caltrans people, they called me, we went round and round, it didn't do anything, so I called them again, and they said, oh, we thought that was just a pothole, you didn't say it was a bump in the road, like you couldn't notice it. So anyway, then nothing happened again, so I called the guy back, their customer service guy that the congressman had called on my behalf, Nick somebody. Anyway, so we talked, and he said that they'd get on it, and then they didn't get on it. So I called him again, and he said, well, that's a really difficult spot because a lot of people are on that road, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know a lot of people are on that road, that's why I want to get it fixed. So anyway, still there, still not fixed. That's the kind of action I'm able to get. I got to work on that. My lobbying skills have not been on with that. So I think I'll call Nick back and say, hey Nick, still nothing's happening. His excuse the last time was that it had been too much rain, and so they were busy, or they couldn't work on it during the rain. I don't know, but this bump is ridiculous. I mean, it's like way beyond any bump you've ever. It's ridiculous to think that that would not get fixed. I don't even like to drive over the area just because the bump messes up my front end on my car. I have a Hyundai. I like it, by the way. It's a good car. It's got 110,000 miles on it, 2017. It's a little high on the miles, but thank goodness it's been tried and true and kept me going. Of course, I've also taken care of it. I maintenanced it the whole time. So I'm thinking I'm just going to, it's almost paid off completely, so I'm thinking I'm just going to keep this car and run it into the ground and stay away from a car payment. So that's the plan. We'll see if it's going to work. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try driving over this spot. Let's see if I can get it. I'm going to go over this spot right here in the number 3 lane, right here at El Camino. Maybe you'll be able to even hear it when we go over at the bump. It's ridiculous. So it's number 3 lane, eastbound Business 80, just past El Camino. Let's see if it's fixed. It's waiting. There it is. Yep, still there. I don't know if you heard that. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to get on that and talk talk to Nick and see if he can make something happen on that, because it's crazy. It's a hazard. Anyway, that's my gripe for today. I hope, or for tonight, I hope you guys have a good evening, or good day, or good morning, or whatever it is. Remember, I think that you're 100% responsible for the reality that you create with your beliefs and your thoughts. So you might as well think positive thoughts and beliefs, and then you'll get more positive stuff. The whole energy goes thing. Anyway, that's my thought for the day, or the night, or whatever it is. You have a good one. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to turn this thing off. That's a whole other thing I have to